Hey guys, so today I'm going to make a potato leek soup in the crock pot. We are headed towards another heat wave. I don't know when this summer is going to end. I'm sure many of you are asking the same question. But one of my strategies for hot weather cooking has been to cook stuff in the crock pot. That way I start it early in the day and it doesn't use much power. It can even run off the solar. And then dinner's ready at the end of the day without any cooking during the hot part of the day. So for this recipe, we're going to use potatoes, onions. I've got some celery to use up, so I'm going to throw that in too. Some carrots and mushrooms, and of course leeks, and butter. I use this vegan butter because I love it. I'm going to use this better than bouillon. Sorry, the lighting's not very good. We're going to do, let's see, white pepper, coriander, some parsley flakes, garlic powder, of course garlic, and salt and pepper. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad in here right now. Let's see if this helps. I don't know if that made it better or worse, but all right, let's get started.
Take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Hey guys, it's that time again. That's right, it's time for VoiceOver Sue. I hope you're enjoying this video. I really liked that song that just played. I hope you guys liked it. So this is a really yummy recipe. It's also chock full of good nutrients that help boost your immune system, which I think everybody is kind of focused on right now, is keeping a healthy immune system, keep those viruses away. This was the point where I guess I decided there was not enough butter in there and decided to add a couple more scoopfuls of butter. Another way you can make this is to saute those vegetables in a pan and then put them in the crock pot, but I kind of just use the crock pot to saute them. So it's not quite the same effect as sauteing in a pan, but it saves you a step and saves you a dish. I'm always one for less dishes to do. So yeah, that's looking really buttery now. We're going to throw everything else in. And I think the recipe I got this from, there's no celery or carrots in it. I just added those in because I needed to use them up. And you may have noticed that I put a lot of bouillon in with that couple cups of water, more than the ratio on the directions, but I just make a really concentrated version and then I just add more plain water. And that's looking real good. I love cooking in the crock pot. I love how it smells up the house throughout the day and makes it so you don't have to cook later. It makes lots of yummy leftovers. And everything seems to come out better in the slow cooker. It doesn't seem to matter what all you throw in there. You throw it in, cook it for 7 to 8 hours, and it comes out amazing. Of course, I have to add a lot of garlic, parsley flakes. I'll have to find the actual recipe that I adapted this recipe from. I think it was called a winter leek soup. I'll see if I can find it and put it in the description for you guys. As you can see, I've measured nothing in this video, so I find sometimes things come out better when you don't measure and you just throw it in. Coarse pepper. Yum, looks good. So we'll check on this throughout the day, and towards the end we will add cheese and some milk. I use coconut milk because we use non-dairy milk. Also wanted to add that you may have noticed that everything's very chunky and that I put the carrots in whole, and I didn't really pay much attention to how I was chopping up those potatoes. And that's because this is going to be a creamy soup, and at the end when it's all done, before I put in the milk and the cheese, I will put the stick blender in there and blend it up. So it actually makes it easier to make a soup like this because you kind of throw everything in super chunky. You don't have to chop everything up because it's just going to get blended in the end. So we'll check on this throughout the day and taste test it, see if it needs other spices. And as you can see, I didn't measure any of the spices. I just sort of throw them in and see what happens. So we will get back to this later today.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there. Never leaving you in the darkness, even when you're out of focus. I will be the light in your life, you'll see it clear. I'll be your inspiration, 'cause I know
right, so here's our finished product. Just finishing up my salad. Ed, how's the soup? Is it good?
Very good.
Right on. It's good. It's cheesy and it's oniony and it's leaky and mushroomy. Definitely good for the immune system. All right, bon appetit.